We now have our edit form completely built, with all existing data populated into the form. Currently, when we submit the form, nothing happens, and our changes don't save. This is because we still haven't created our post method within Python yet. The post functionality for editing a task is quite similar to adding a task. We can actually copy the entire code from our add_task function for the HTTP requested method of post. Paste that within the edit_task function. You'll notice that we have the variable task listed twice now, once within the post and once below for get. We need to update one so we don't have duplicate variable names, so I'm going to rename our dictionary to submit. It needs to be updated within our call to MongoDB as well. This time, we're not inserting one, but instead, we're going to use the .update method. The .update method takes two parameters, both of which are dictionaries. We've got the second one already, which is the dictionary of our submitted items from the form. The first one needs to specify which task we're going to update, and we'll target that by using the object ID. The task_ID is being passed through our root, so we can have it search based on that ID. To recap, we're going to search for a task in the database by the task ID coming from the root. Once found, we'll then update that task with the submit dictionary, which contains all of our form elements. After that's updated in the database, let's display an appropriate flash message. Task successfully updated. After that, currently we're sending the user back to the main page with all tasks. Instead, what I'm going to do is remove that and have it default to the other return line below, which will just take the user back to the same edit page. Save the file, and let's have a quick look at the edit task template. We've already set up the method and action for the form, so there's nothing further that we need to do here. Go ahead and run your app if it's not currently started. If you're prompted to resubmit the form, just hit cancel and let's click on the home button. I'm going to edit the non-urgent task for buying ice cream. We'll be sure to buy more ice cream, but this time we want to include some Rocky Road as part of our assortment. Submit the form and you can see we've received a message that our task was updated and we're brought back to the same page. Also, all of our changes have been properly saved, so these are now in our database as well. These changes are also reflected on the home page as well when we expand our collapsible menu. We've got a small problem, however. The buttons for deleting and editing tasks are currently showing for all users. I don't want some random person making changes to my tasks, so we need to apply some template logic to restrict this access. On the tasks.html template, just above where our two buttons are sitting, let's apply some conditional formatting. If the session user is equal to the task's created_by variable, both in lowercase for comparison, then we'll want to show the buttons. After the buttons, make sure to close the end if block. We won't include an else statement, because we will simply just hide the buttons if they don't belong to the session user. Save the file, and let's reload the page. All buttons still appear for me, and that's because I'm the only registered user and currently signed in. I will log out and then click to register a new account. This time, I'll create an account called admin, which we'll use in some of our upcoming videos as well. It doesn't need to be called admin, but that's the common naming convention for someone who maintains the application. Now that I'm registered, I'll view all tasks on the home page. Wonderful. I'm not able to see any of those buttons created by my other account. If you wanted to, you could apply some additional formatting that includes the admin user for viewing them, but for now, we'll skip that. I'm going to create a new task as admin. The category will be work. The task name, prepare for meeting. The task description, send preliminary notes to team. The due date can be any date in the future. This task will also be urgent. and then I'll click to add that to the database. Excellent, my task was added and the buttons for this task are showing appropriately. I'm still not able to see the buttons for the other tasks, which is great. I can click to edit my task, but we'll leave it alone for now. Let's log out again, and then log back in to our original profile. When we click on the home link to view all tasks again, sure enough, I'm only able to see the delete and edit buttons for my own tasks. I'm not able to modify the task that was created by my admin. Everything is working perfect for our edit functionality. We still need to provide the option to delete tasks in order to finalize our CRUD functionality. That will be covered in our next video, so for now, let's push these changes to GitHub. Git add -A, git commit -m, update task into the database, git push, and then clear the screen.